right, good day everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So we're at our nightly surrender. This is done every Monday through Friday. All right, and so we pretty much ask Spirit what to surrender, okay? If you want the extension of this message, go ahead and follow me on Patreon. All right, Spirit, what are we needing to surrender tonight? For those of you all that are new to this channel, welcome to this platform. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can know when we are uploading onto this channel. Spirit, what are we surrendering tonight? Oh. All right, so surrender your fear of change. Ooh. Surrender your fear of change. Okay, so the universe, this card says that the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, all right? And whether you're afraid to change in your job, your health, or relationship, or you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well, okay? And so that's what the divine is wanting you to do. They want you to have faith that all is well. Change, y'all, is a scary thing because everybody wants to change, but people don't want to feel the effects of the change. And right now, change is happening and people are healing, and it's messy, and it's making all these different feelings come up, and and it's like, dang, why am I torturing myself? Why am I putting myself through this? And you're putting yourself through this change because this change is necessary for you to get what it is that you desire and what you came to this realm of reality to do. So surrender to your fear of change. Yes, it hurts, it's painful, it's all of these things, but it needs to happen. All right. You can't constantly remain the same and think that you're going to get something out of you being in your comfort zone, or you're going to get something out of you remaining in stagnation. No. Remember, we talked about yesterday, actions is required along with manifestation. So this change has to occur. Yes, it sucks that you have to meditate daily. It hurts sometimes what comes up in those meditations. Yes, it sucks that you have to pray. It sucks sometimes what comes up in those prayers, right? But you have to do it. So surrender your fear of change tonight. Surrender this need to always be right. All right? Surrender this need to always be right, y'all. You don't have to be right, all right? Give yourself a gift to let go, all right? And this control has been, it has been a problem for many of you. It has been a problem for many of you. Years ago, I used to always want to be right. Always, y'all. And that's not the case. In Cancers, we have it hard anyway because we swear we right all the time. Sometimes we ain't right. But just surrender your need to be right. Let go. If you let go of that stuff, guess what? You're going to be at ease a lot. You're going to have a lot more ease. Like your life, you're just going to be more content. You're not going to be so stressed out. You're not going to be so worried about the things that are coming, I'm telling you. So surrender that. Surrender that need to always be right. Surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself. Here we go. We have these outdated beliefs. They're resurfacing. You know why they're resurfacing? Because you're healing. Things are happening. Things are shifting. Right? So you got to surrender those outdated beliefs about yourself, because that may have been who you were 3 months ago. That may have been who you were last year, but that is not who you are right now. That may have been who you were 6 years ago, a decade ago. It doesn't matter how far removed you are from this thing. You are no longer those things that you believed about yourself. Because see, those things that you believed about yourself were things that other people said about you, that other people felt about you. They really felt that way about themselves, but they projected that stuff off to you. All right. Remember that you are no longer that person. So surrender to those outdated beliefs and surrender ego. Y'all, we've all had this battle with ego. All right. We have all had this battle with ego, but it's time for us to surrender ego. All right. We got to be humble. We got to make sure that we're doing things not to be, not to receive gratification. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure that we're doing this thing, with pure intentions. Okay? So we got to ensure that ego is not in the way. I remember plenty of times starting this platform, my ego was getting in the way because the numbers wasn't matching the gifts. And you know what? Once ego got out of the way, things just started happening. Like, things just started shifting. And the right people are now coming onto the platform. The people that need the healing messages are coming onto the platform, you know? And it's because ego is now out of the way. That's a transition. That's a battle that everybody has. It's not just you. There are so many people conflicted with their ego. They ain't being upfront about it because they walk around with the mask on. Remember, I was talking to y'all yesterday about the representative. They walking around with the representative. So we're going to surrender ego. Every time ego get in the way, surrender ego, y'all. When you're talking to spirit, just when you're doing your morning mirror affirmations and you're doing your work in the mornings, tell spirit you want to go a day without ego getting in the way. You know, constantly surrender ego. Let spirit know that you want to lead with spirit and not ego. It's going to eventually start happening. And ego going to stay asleep when spirit rise, all right? Just remember that. All right, what else do we have? All right, so shadow. Again, that constant conflict between shadow and light self. And that's what we talk about on Patreon. On Patreon, we discuss shadow and light attributes. The good and the bad and the ugly of them shadow and light attributes. All right? And so you're going to be in a constant battle with these attributes. All right? Especially over the next course of a few months. Y'all, it's getting heavy because, like I said, we on an assignment. Okay? So you can surrender this conflict. It's okay to have, you know, it's okay to go back and forth with shadow self. It's okay to go back and forth with it. You know, because there's a balance. There's a neutral ground here. But just make sure that shadow self ain't taking over. All right? Ensure that shadow self isn't taking over. But it's okay to address the things that surface from shadow. All right? So when those things come up, and with me and my clients, we do like trigger messages. Write them things down. Acknowledge that they happen. Figure out your role in whatever happened. And then move on. Spirit, what else? See? You stepping into this thing. Y'all, look at Spirit sending y'all these signs already. I gotta give you a hand clap. 1-8, right? Shadow self. Things are about to start to take off in the accelerated motion was the next card. There's your 8. So you got 188. Y'all look up angel number 188. See what that means for you. All right. Things are about to happen in accelerated motion. All it takes is the surrenderage of this ego. And surrendering that fear to change. Okay. Then your life is going to change. Accelerated motion. It's going to happen so fast you're not even going to be able to control it. You're about to take authority. There's a 4. You're about to take authority. It's about to be a new beginning, a foundation. A foundation so strong that nobody ain't going to be able to move it. Y'all hear what happens when you surrender? It's going to be a foundation so strong, no one's going to be able to move it. You're going to be in natural control of your life, and that way you ain't got to force it. You ain't got to force your opinions and your views on other people. You ain't got to force the need to be right. Because you're going to be walking in your real power. People just don't know. See, the only reason people try to control situations and stuff is because they be demanding respect. But once you start doing all this surrenderage and all that stuff, guess what's going to happen? People are just going to start conforming to your true God and goddesshood. They're going to be conforming to your true power. They're going to respect you for that. So you ain't got to force it. It's going to happen naturally. You are going to claim your position. And when you're walking up, everybody going to see it. Listen, y'all about to lose some friends. Some relationships is not about to be the same after y'all complete this healing cycle. I'm going to tell you that right now. A lot of y'all friends probably already don't talk to you no more. And that's okay. Don't try to force people that no longer deserve to be in your life into your life, okay? Just always remember that. Always remember that. Don't try to force them in. They ain't ready for this. They ain't ready for this. This dimension is different than that 3D stuff that they walking around in. You on a whole different playing field. you have a direct connection with the true source. Okay. Spirit, what else? Oh yeah, so continue to study. All right. You need to make sure that you know what it is that you're talking about. All right. You don't want to be out here blindly leading people. Oh, and do your heart's desires. What does your heart desire, y'all? And look at it like this. Spirit is supporting y'all. Y'all dreams are about to become y'all reality. Yes, I do a lot of snapping and a lot of clapping because that's what Spirit be leading me to do. Because it's like I see it happening right before my very eyes. And some of y'all ain't even met in person. Even when I'm relaying and conveying the messages, I know for the most part, I can kind of figure out which souls they're connected to. I already know who I'm going to be engaging with on certain things as well. You know? So do what your heart desires are. All right? Creative expression. Look at you. You're tapping into that. Your soul needs to express itself creatively. All right? Y'all, this message is very heartfelt for me because I know exactly what Spirit is trying to say to you. I can feel it. I can feel it. It's like in this message right here today, it's everything that some of y'all been asking for. It's everything that some of y'all been asking for. All the answers that you've been looking for. Everything right here. They done gave it to you today. But yeah. And once y'all look at them numbers 188 and 1884. See what Spirit trying to say to y'all. And then those 8s could be dissected into 4s. So it could be 1 4 4 4 4 4. Alright. Y'all know this the big deck. Spirit, what's the healing message for this group today? 1 2 3 resonate with me, y'all. We can do either 1 2 3 or whatever resonates with you. Okay? So 1 2 3 resonate with me. Y'all know the drill. Alright, Spirit, what else do we have? What else do we have? Okay, so this energy of this soulmate healing, y'all. Some of y'all still working on that. Whatever happened with this soulmate, that still needs to be worked on. So you're gonna have to heal that. Sexuality needs to be healed. How you view it. All right. That wild side. Look at this. 1415. That's these numbers right here. And then boom, home 35. Home needs to be healed. So right here, this for whoever this is for, there's something that happened with a soulmate or someone that you felt like was a soulmate. It's something that happened that you haven't healed from, you know. And it looks like this soulmate is fading away or is not in the picture anymore. And so Spirit is saying that you need to heal that. All right, that's one of your blocks. So something went on there, and that's one of your blocks. Some of you guys have a real serious issue with your sensual self, when to be sexy and when not to be sexy. All right, and so your wild side is in conflict. All right, so you need to heal that. You know, some of you guys may be too far on the wild side, you know, sneaking out and doing things that's not supposed to be done during this time. So Spirit is saying you definitely need to heal that. And your home life, home isn't going the way that you planned it to go. All right, and look like she either got a emerald or a malachite in her hand. So I'm thinking that I want you guys to look up that stone. What does that malachite or that emerald represent? Okay, but you got some information. Some of y'all got some information sent to y'all about your home life, and it's not sitting well with your spirit, and so you got to heal that. Okay, but it's definitely something you know, that's not right at home, or you're not feeling at home, you know. It could be any of those things, but definitely your home life needs to be healed. Your home life is not in alignment with your purpose, and neither is how you feel about your sexuality or your sex life or your intimate life. Like it's not in alignment with your purpose, you know. So whatever that means for you. All right, but definitely tapping into that and really understanding that. All right, and this soulmate issue, y'all, this soulmate issue had subsided for a while, but it's back. All right, so what happened that brought this up for you? All right, what happened that brought this up for you? Reflect on that, all right? Reflect on that. Spirit, I need a soul to soul message. Now, again, this soul to soul message can be past life, soulmate, current soulmate, or it could also be a message just between you and your soul. It's however you receive it. 1, 2, 3, resonate with me. This separation is a part of our path. So somebody went through a separation with their soulmate, and it's a part of your life path. All right, it had to happen in order for you to truly step into your purpose, and for you to become for you to get in alignment with self and what self was supposed to do. Cause self was like kind of in alignment, but kind of wasn't. So you just kind of like had to just get completely on your path. Like it was like you was with this person, you was kind of like pulling. You know, you wanted to do it, but you couldn't do it fully because this person was kind of like your block. So this separation had to happen because it was a part of your path. Like yeah, you might feel alone and all that stuff, but this was supposed to happen. It was already pre-designed by the universe. So there's no reason for you to be moping and sad over it no more. All right, so the fact that you no longer resent me shows that you've grown, which motivates me to work on myself. So whomever this was, you know, now that you've gotten over this person, this is showing this person that, you know, I can now work on myself because this person no longer resents me, and that shows that they've grown, and so I need to grow the heck up. All right, so definitely a good call on that one. And so I realized that I hurt you, but please know that you hurt me too. Again, that deck was shuffled really good, y'all. So for that card to reappear, you hurt that person, and that person hurt you too. All right. So it was 2 people hurt in this situation. Okay, so you're not the only one. So you don't have to keep moping and groping about that, because that person was actually hurt about what took place between the 2 of y'all too. All right, so those were definitely past life messages of soulmates. All right, those were definitely past life soulmates. So when I say past life, I could be talking a previous lifetime, or it could be you know, a breakup in this life, but you guys are no longer together type of deal. All right, so Spirit, I'm about to pull from the 4 agreements, y'all. I'm about to pull from the 4 agreements, so we're gonna go ahead and drop these 2. All right, 4 agreements. All right, so don't take anything personally. Ignore the opinions of others. Here we go. We gotta ignore the opinions of others because they are irrelevant when it comes to this right here. Y'all on a whole different frequency. I just want to let y'all know. Whatever people do, feel, or think, whatever people do, feel, think, or say, don't take it personally. Others are going to have their opinions according to their belief system, or whatever it is they think about you is not about you, but is about them. So you remember when we was talking about how y'all surrendering to these outdated beliefs because those were just people projecting their issues off on you? That's all it was. They projected their insecurities off on you, and so that's not really who you are. You're really a powerful person. All right, you're really a powerful person, and they saw that power in you, so they was coming out to try to destroy you and deter you off your path. But guess what? You ain't let that stuff stop you, right? That's what I'm talking about. That's how we boss up, okay? All right, and so this one right here is just being impeccable with your words. Again, y'all, we love these agreements, okay? And so enjoy heaven on earth. All right, so impeccability of the words can lead you to personal freedom, success, and abundance, and you can attain the kingdom of heaven from this one agreement. Be impeccable with your words. Listen, y'all can manifest whatever it is that you want based on how you speak to yourself/sales, okay? How you charge your sales up. If you're talking down to your sales, you are going to manifest some bull crap. If you're talking positive and speaking these beautiful affirmations to yourself, you are going to manifest a life of your dreams. All right? You're going to manifest that. So just be impeccable with your words. Be cautious of what it is that you're saying about and to yourself. Because guess what? Our soul is listening, boo-boo. Our soul is listening. And it's total, look, because our soul is listening, all right, we need to be mindful of what we're telling it, okay? We need to be mindful of what we're telling our soul. All right, Spirit, what else do we have? All right, so, ooh, the victim card, y'all. So, victim. Boom. All right, the victim card. And so what's going on? The light attribute of the victim, which is hard to figure out a light one. So we're going to see what Spirit got for us. It say prevent you from letting yourself be victimized or victimizing others. So because you have been the victim before, you are going to not victimize other people, and you'll be able to identify what a victim looks like so that you don't become another victim. So that's the light attribute. But I'm going to tell you what the shadow attribute is. The shadow attribute is playing victim for positive feedback in the form of pity. All right? And the inability to maintain personal boundaries. Listen, y'all. This victimization, y'all remember that victim consciousness that kept coming up last week? That stuff, listen, you look pathetic. Uh-oh, I'm sorry, Spirit. Why are you telling me to use that word? Pity. Why do you want pity from something? People are looking at you like, oh man, this again, this same old trick, this reverse psychology. It looks sad. You out here trying to get positive results. You want people to feel sorry for you just so that you can get positive feedback. You know, that's kind of like them friends that ask you if they look fat in this, and you like, dang, like, why you have to put me on the spot like that? You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Look, stop having this victim consciousness, trying to get people to feel sorry for you. All right, because that's the shadow side, and that's not in alignment with your life path or your life purpose. Okay, because you've been a victim of something, you should not want to. You should just be being able to identify it, helping others to identify it, especially if you're walking in your purpose. But here you are playing the victim too. So how people gonna come to you after they've been victimized if you still the victim? You're supposed to be the conqueror, the teacher. That's who you are. That's your role in their life, but yet you's trying to get pity too. Come on now. Gotta stop that. Make sure that when you're doing this victim, you know, when you're working with victims as a healer, that you ain't too far on that shadow side yourself. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you want the extended versions of this message, go ahead and follow us on Patreon, and we will talk to y'all later.